All right, so we got to talk about the surprise, Hadley.
Wishful Thinking Podcast, episode unknown.
What's up, guys? How we doing? How you feeling, Hadley?
Good.
Man, all right, so we're back. You know, this is just Hadley and I, no guest. Update episode, right?
Update, and I got some shit I wanted to ask.
Okay. We'll touch on a lot of topics. I guess we'll just first we want to talk about the podcast, the future, the updates of the podcast. What can people expect? What's coming up? Do you want to tell them what we did? What the unfortunate event that happened to us?
Yeah. So we have, because I'm not gonna think we lost it all the way.
We still got it.
So, Mondo episode, 808 Mondo episode, great episode, 3 hours long.
You guys, since you don't know who that is, some of you might, but he recorded and produced a song for Key Glock and Young Dolph, good friend of ours, and we had a whole beefy 3 hour.
Great conversation.
Oh my God, it was
a
so
fire
good.
podcast.
And we had so much vlog material and just footage that we were going to use as filler because we got a big surprise coming to you guys. We'll talk about it in a bit.
Anyways, Nick was working a late night, editing, grinding.
Oh, I was editing for like 10 hours, dude.
I know, because you were editing the whole time when we were here even discussing, like.
The problem is my laptop, it's a 2020 MacBook, which at the time that was the best MacBook, but now, like, it only has 256 gigabytes of SSD space, so just hard drive space. Like that Mondo video was over 250 gigs because it was 3 hours. You know what I mean? So just trying to process these podcasts on my computer is really delaying me. So I got to get a new computer with something with like a terabyte or two, probably
100%.
3. So because of that, I had to like move shit around and do shit different ways. And
you already deleted so much other content too, trying to get that.
Oh my God,
to be
it was
able to edit it. So then, yeah,
dude, it was a nightmare.
So what'd you do? You dropped it?
So I was working on the podcast with Mondo, and it was too big, and I'm like, all right, I can't do this. I need to go to Scott's warehouse because he has big, powerful computers that I can edit it on. I'll just bring the hard drive there and edit it there, because that's part of our surprise too. So yeah, I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll edit like 2 or 3 vlogs. I'll get 3 vlogs lined up, and then we'll get Mondo's podcast done in time. We'll launch it, and then we'll use our upcoming guests. You know, the Sam one. We'll use the Sam one. We'll use whatever, and then we'll have vlogs in the middle as filler. So I'm downstairs editing, and I finally get 2 vlogs done, and the one looks so good. I took like a whole day and chopped it up into 10 minutes, and it was super rapid fire, good music, good vibe. It was great. Downtown wedding. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy, and it was funny too. And so it was a good vlog. I'm like, yes. So I'm heading. I was editing downstairs. It was like 1 a.m. I'm on hour like 10 of editing. Ask Jimmy. And I'm about to head upstairs to grab a bottle of water. I'm carrying my laptop and the external drive that's plugged in, and it just falls
out your hand.
It was sitting on top of the laptop as I'm carrying the laptop like this. Falls, hit the ground, and I immediately heard a really like loud hit noise. I'm like, damn it.
Bad noise.
I come upstairs, I plug it in, it starts working, and then it just shuts down. And I'm like, no way. I'm freaking out. I'm like, all right, I just got to go to bed. Maybe it's overheated from being used for 25 million hours straight. Let's just let it chill for the night. I'll come back in the morning. We'll see if it's there. Came back in the morning. Everything was gone. The whole drive.
So we lost the Mondo. We lost the vlogs.
We lost the vlogs, the Mondo. There was so much stuff on there. Like all of our running, all of our workouts. And we went to Grand Rapids. When I went to Buffalo for New York.
Oh my goodness. The Grand Rapids too is brutal.
Vlogs. All types of stuff, you know, multiple different DJ trips. I did an event on the Penthouse in Cleveland, and the Guardians mascots came.
Oh my goodness.
Hopefully by the time we drop this, which might be like a week or 2, guys, because again, there's a special announcement coming, but because of that special announcement, this might come out 2 or 3 weeks after we record it. Hopefully by the time that happens, we have recovered the drive. We can recover the drive. I talked to an expert, but it costs $1,000, and if I got to buy a new MacBook and this and that, and I'm funding these other businesses, $1,000 for a drive is a lot, especially when we can record more content for free. You know, that's kind of my thinking. But now I'm starting to think that that content is too valuable.
That was good.
It was good stuff. It was good stuff, and it's, you know, it's good. It's all what we do currently. Now we have to wait for more stuff to happen to record more stuff. You know, so.
Which the vlogs I feel like will get a lot better too, because like you want to.
Dude, I was getting so good at editing those things.
Like how we're about to kind of set up 1 or 2 days out of the month for like strictly vlog and fucking like actually doing
going places, recording it, getting out there in the ground,
everything.
But we had so much footage of that already, so I think we're
did.
recovering. I hope by the time this drops, we do recover it
And have it, and then the episodes are...
And maybe even the Mondo episode will be out and everything. But
that would be clutch.
So we lost a terabyte hard drive with tons of good footage. We're going to potentially... I have some landscaping stuff, a lot of landscaping stuff coming in this next few weeks, so maybe the landscaping business will make an investment into the podcast. Who knows? So, but...
Didn't you mention the surprise on the 1v1?
I did. So the 1v up. So guys, go check it out. I'll have a little pop up here. Maybe that's my flag. Boom. 1v1 is up. So I launched a 1v1 series where it's just, I titled the playlist Getting Rich Together. It's just me and you, 1v1. I'm working through all my business stuff live on cam, everything I got going on, all the motion. It's all live. It's raw. It's just me and you, one-on-one. But that's kind of like my version of a digital journal. So that episode is live. Make sure you go check it out. Don't want to spoil too much about it, but
for sure.
In that 1v1, I did mention the special surprise that we have lined up for our guests, and I keep saying special surprise. I'm trying to build up the anticipation here. Really trying to build it up here. We got a special surprise. Stay tuned. Coming in a few minutes on that. But man, we lost the drive. Talked about a special surprise, but I think we'll get the drive back. I think it's good content.
Yeah, I think it'll be worth it. I think for the Mondo episode alone, and that
dude, you don't know how
that you had
gas this vlog was.
No, I know.
Oh my god!
I even was seeing when you were.
I'm getting good at editing, dude. I'll be honest.
It was funny when we were watching it, like even from the jump, it was funny.
It was funny. We were sitting here cracking up when I started editing.
Yeah,
think about it. You were here during daylight.
I know.
And I didn't finish editing that thing till 1 o'clock.
So it was probably insane.
Because I would get so far in it, and then I would edit it, and then it would crash because it was taking up too much space on my computer. So I had to really quickly trim it up from 16 hours of footage to 10 minutes. So I was really quickly trimming it. And then I got to the point where I figured out exactly how the layout, because it was like my 5th time doing the project.
Mm-hmm.
I figured out exactly how I wanted to lay out the video. I knew exactly where to clip everything. I knew exactly how to make it from 16 hours to 10 minutes in 10 minutes. And then I would do all the transitions, words, everything after. So I went in, I very quickly did it, finally got it done, and then it's all gone. It's funny because I did a whole data recovery on my own. On my laptop, I went deep into the files and the catacombs of my MacBook, dude. I was in codes. I was in the terminal. I gave it my honest fucking all trying to get these files back, and I was able to recover 2 minutes and 28 seconds of a 10-minute and 18-second video. And the first 2 minutes are fucking gangster.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Oh, damn.
I'm going to be so honest with you. The podcast with Mondo is sick, but it doesn't hit hard. It hits hard because it's my guy, but like, he's like, yeah,
we'd always be able to do it again.
We'll do another one. I even told him a special surprise that we're talking about in a few minutes, and he was excited about the special surprise, and he would come back and do another one. So
he was going to come back and do another one regardless. We were going to have that part 2. We were going to have the update.
But so yeah, the Mondo episode's valuable, but we can make another one.
Whatever happens.
But like those 2 weddings that I lost were so good in particular because those aren't often weddings. A lot of my weddings are in the farms. This is downtown, penthouse.
All weddings are different too. You can't recreate a wedding. I don't think most they're so unique.
The vibes are different. The dancing is different.
Especially when
lights,
you got
the plays.
SPE doing it.
Oh man, yeah. We should probably
creates a new.
SP, man. Yeah, Scott's did his thing over there, and they have the right equipment to get the job done. They know exactly what they're doing. Event production of any kind is seamless at SPE. So, all right. Well, should we talk about this special surprise, or should we like just stick the tip in a little bit longer? What do you think? That's the big surprise of the video. Do you have any updates about yourself that you want to share? Like what you got going on?
Any updates on myself?
Maybe talk about the shirt. Tell us about the shirt.
You know what? Yeah, that's actually solid, right? This is Black Kush Records.
It's an old shirt.
OG shirt.
How old when you got that shirt? You were young.
I would say 15. So 10 years I've had this shirt. I kind of tell.
I had one too at the time, guys, but I don't still have mine. I apologize.
I had to keep it. This shirt.
Sorry, Chronic. I don't have mine.
Very sentimental. So yeah, this was
shout out Chronic.
Shout out Chronic. Black Kush, that was the record label I was a part of in 2014 that I really truly believed in, still do, and it was the shit. That's what got me into music, really, like deeply. Like I always like made music, but yeah, got introduced to Chronic and changed my life. Honestly, he put me on. He was like my manager, friend, mentor.
Chronic was good.
He was about his business, and he's very low key.
It sucked because he was so on his business, and we weren't on it yet because we were so young and immature.
We didn't
even know. But like, it's funny because what we're doing now is basically what he said at the time.
Right. Yeah, because he wanted us to be on the
get a team together, get videographers, photographers, start making content endlessly. That's literally what we're doing now.
Yeah, and if we would have been on it then, it would have been. And he had the blueprints, and we weren't really.
And he had the equipment. Like he was similar to like a Scott, where he had equipment, and
he did.
He had the
he had a nice setup, dude. Like it was very well set up. He
had a big studio, multiple recording rooms, all the equipment.
It was fire.
Yeah, I mean, he had the means to make something blow.
And he had the connections in the city.
Yeah.
Put me on a lot of different showcasings, put me in a commercial. We could pull that up.
I would like to see that. I didn't know that was a thing.
You didn't? Here, let's pull it up.
Really? That's a thing?
Yeah. For the rock the mic.
I've known Hadley for a long time, guys, and Hadley has always been an incredible musician, rapper, singer, performer. He's very good. Sometimes the problem with people with talent is it's hard to get stardom. It's hard to get notified or to get seen and get put on. And at the time with Black Kush, I was his friend, obviously, so I'd go over there a lot. We'd hang out, do blah blah blah, and Chronic had a really good studio, and he put Hadley on a lot of stuff, and Hadley still makes great music. You'll hear his music in the background of all of our vlogs. And what'd you find it?
I think was it 10 years ago?
Oh, I remember this.
Hold on, let's see. I don't know if this one is exactly.
The Mike Fortella searches here Easter Sunday. Attention
I think this is it.
Actors and models. The search is on for you. Hosted by 3380 Music.
No. This is the event though. Like this is the event, but I don't think this is. No. Here, let's see. Let's go to this.
Snip that.
Yeah, definitely snip that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it was though. Like, dang. Let me see if I type in HB.
Keep looking. So while Hadley finds his, actually, I do remember that commercial.
You do?
I do remember that commercial because I remember. I mean, that was such a different part of my mind. I pulled that out of the gutter. Yeah, I remember that. That was cool.
I don't know if I could find it.
So if you could find it,
maybe we could find it and then like
throw it back on.
Throw it into the. Thing,
yeah, I mean, Chronic put you on a lot of stuff. You had a lot of emotion. You were so young, though. We were both so young. We didn't know what we wanted. We weren't particularly focused like we are now. Now we understand life and what's at stake. And at the time, we were 14, 15 kids getting taken care of by our parents, just like kind of just trying to have fun. You know what I mean? Like,
and yeah, that would be the thing too. And I was stubborn, so like I would go to school every day and then walk to the studio because it was like right down the street. Me and Euro actually, and Euro J got into Black Kush too. We'll get him on the podcast.
Yeah, we got to.
But
yeah, so that's the shirt. That's Chronic.
That's the merchandise. I had so much more too. Like I'm sick. Like the Letterman jacket with the hieroglyphics.
Oh wow.
And all that. Yeah, it was tough, dude. I don't know what happened to that, but shout out Black Kush.
So what else? What you got? Anything new? Any music coming out? Anything that people should be on the lookout for?
I definitely do want to drop.
What's up with the country songs?
That's something we can get into too.
Talk about it a little bit.
So, predominantly I make, hip hop, and I kind of dabble with like singing a bit too. I actually have a song dropped called "Waste My Love."
You got
on YouTube.
You got to send me "Waste My Love," but you also have to send me some of the country songs.
The country songs I need to record. The country songs I got to get into the studio and do. I've kind of just been writing them. I have two of them. I have two of them that I really do like. I mean, yeah, we can try to record it on this and see what it sounds like. But
this audio is fucking crisp.
Yeah, but then we got to put it into a software on the computer, and which we can do even if it's GarageBand. If we can connect this mic to that MacBook and just go through GarageBand, I think I can make a halfway decent country. But anyways, I don't want to like disrespect country or anything because my artistry definitely isn't country. I'm not like a country guy either, but I do enjoy country music, especially.
I do too.
since last year, I'd say. I got really into it.
I think as long as I think you could touch on multiple genres and not disrespect the genre as long as you do it from a genuine place.
If I do country, I want to show homage. I want to give my flowers. You know what I mean? Like I'd make like a country little like EP. Like it'd be probably like a 5 to 7 song EP of country and just like maybe even like a cover or two on there.
Yeah.
You know, like. But I think that would be sweet.
Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, so Morgan Wallen. I was thinking Guitars and Cadillacs would be tough, like since that's like an older song, but put like a little newer
hillbilly music.
Kind of put like a Morgan Wallen twist on it though. How he adds like the.
I wish I could sing
Drums. That'd be tough.
I wish I could sing.
I can sing all right. I wouldn't say I'm like a fucking.
My level of skill in singing is like a karaoke singer. I'm a fucking rock star karaoke singer.
Karaoke, yeah, because you're having fun.
That's
the main thing. Everybody's drinking too, so as long as you're putting on a show, it's gonna go.
So music, people could expect music soon.
Yeah, music soon. I'd like to put out a few videos.
We got the podcast going too, obviously.
Podcast going. Always.
You know, the podcast isn't going to stop. We are now live everywhere. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. We're everywhere. Facebook.
Speaking of music, this is something I kind of wanted to know because I think it would be kind of funny too.
Okay.
Can you even name 5 of my songs?
Wow.
I'm putting him on blast here. Right? He's my best friend.
That's brutal. Wasted in Love. Go Gadget. Dude.
5 is a lot. I knew that too. I'm like, he might be able to get 3.
Listen.
I'm going to be honest.
Listen to me right now. Let me tell you. 5 is a lot. And that sounds so fucked up to the camera.
I have like 600 songs.
You have millions. I've known you since you were a child.
Yes.
I can name stuff from like when you were like 10. So that doesn't discredit my loyalty to you as a fan and as a friend. Okay, so don't try to throw me under the bus like that.
To be fair, I only have like 5 songs out.
You sent me 5, and those are the ones that I used, and I've already used them all. But you've had tons of songs over the days. Like I still have songs. I have your first My Condolences mixtape still.
Yeah, that's crazy. I actually have a lot of copies of those. I wonder if like.
So I still have that.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? So like.
I might have to put one on the table there.
Do it. Fuck it.
You know.
So you know what I mean? Like, so I don't want that to seem like it's, you know, I'm a terrible friend to the audience because that could be brutal. Like, man, this guy's best friend and co-host is a rapper. He doesn't know a single song. So yeah. How long are we gonna do this?
I knew that was gonna happen. The what?
I don't think this needs to be super long. Like I think like 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah. So hey, how about I hit the rapids that I got for you?
The what?
I got a rapid.
Halftime huddle. The halftime report.
Halftime smacker.
Oh,
right?
Man, halftime report.
Let's see.
Am I the recipient of these questions?
Yes.
Brutal. Let's do this.
Got it.
All right. So for those who don't know, halftime report. Hadley leads the charge and talking to our guest. Since there is no guest, he's gonna just.
I think I want to do that every time. Like even if me and you have a solo one, I'll just hit you with and then that'll be funny too because I'll give them to you so often I can really start getting like just off the wall with.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I like it. We wouldn't be doing it if I didn't like it.
Certain updates and shit too.
No, I think it's cool. Yeah. So rapid fire questions, either completely related or completely unrelated to the topic at hand. They could be about anything and anything. Mm-hmm. The guest has the ability to either answer or decline, and it's 10 questions. Led charge by Hadley.
All right, let's get it.
Do it.
First one pertains to us.
Right.
Favorite memory of us.
Oh man, there's so many. So many memories of you and I. These are supposed to be relatively short answers.
They are. That's why first thing that comes to your head. How about that?
The first thing that comes to my head, I'll be honest with you, when we were in Kalahari in fucking Sandusky, Ohio, we're at Kalahari spending the weekend with my mom. We're probably 10, 11, 12, something like that. Kalahari had a game room. The water park closed at 10 o'clock. So if you were hot shit at all, even at 12, if you were fucking fly, you were leaving the water park at 10 when it closes, going home, showering and changing, and you went to the game room until 1 a.m., and that's where all the kids were. That's where you went to get games, to get snacks, to talk to people, meet friends, girls.
You were cool. If you went to the game
cool
room,
kids were in the game room.
Had to be there.
And plus, it was open till 1, and the water park itself closed at 10. What are you going to do, sit in the room with your family for 3 hours?
Right.
No. We were at the game room having a blast. We won a lot of prizes, probably talked to a few girls, I'm sure. We're on the way back, walking through this giant hotel. Hadley and I are just walking, talking, blah, blah, blah. He grabs some ice. He's fucking with some ice in his hand because we're kids. We're just touching shit. We're curious.
Yeah, just
Grabbing ice. The guy doesn't want to grab the ice anymore. He lets go of the ice. It hits the ground. We get to the elevator, waiting on the elevator to arrive because we had to go up or down, wherever the fuck. And a group of like 18 to 21. No, they were all 21 because they had alcohol. A group of like 21-year-old guys. Canadian, 20-year-old guys, 20, 21, 22. We were like 10, 11, 12 at the time. They claim that Hadley threw the ice at him when I watched him just drop the ice. They come up to us. They start a physical confrontation. They're all drunk. They're all retards. Him and I was at least bigger. The guy comes up to us talking shit, blah, blah, blah. He's like, you're a pussy to Hadley. And then he looks at me. He's like, what, are you going to have your friend help you out? Because I was wearing a Diamond Supply Co. That's what he said.
That is what he said.
So I don't give a fuck.
I know. I was just thinking like
this was 2010.
It was
2011. There was different times. Okay, so he goes, "What? Are you gonna have your friend help you out?" I was wearing. I was wearing a Diamond Supply Co.
Yeah.
Listen,
Which is
in 2010. If you were going out, you were wearing Diamond Supply Co. You were wearing.
If you're wearing a Diamond Supply now, though, then
you're foul. But at the time, if you had Diamond Supply, you were that. And I had a really dope color.
It was fire. I like.
It was fire. Maybe I'll find a picture and throw it up here.
That was cool.
I have some photos. I'll throw it up here.
Yeah, throw it up.
He's harassing us, and then he just headbutts Hadley. We kind of push him out of the way. We run because they're grown-ass men. Like 5 of them are about to get jumped by men, and we're like 10 or 12.
Yeah.
Gets head bumped. We push him out of the way. We start running because we clearly know we're severely at a disadvantage.
Yes.
2 versus like 5, and they're all 21 plus.
I
don't want y'all to think we're fucking pussies. It was just the calculated decision to not fight 5 grown men.
And I'll be honest, I was stunned. I locked up. I was in shock.
I really wasn't even paying attention like that. I don't know why. I was like on my phone or something.
He left me to face the confrontation alone.
Hey, I was there. If something got real serious, I was there. But we knew we had to get out of there. We go to the front desk, talk to the police. They look at the cameras. Obviously, we were not in the wrong. We're children.
Yeah.
Find the guys, arrest the guys, kick them out, ban them.
Ban from California.
Lose all their money. Cops take us back to my mom's room, and the cop knocks on the door. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. My mom answers. We're like 10 and 12. She's like, what? But yeah, long story short, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Sorry, that was a little windy.
Rapid fire way.
Dude, I tried to juice that
no.
story.
I'll be honest. That one I knew was going to be a bit long, but that's okay because these other ones should be snapped.
I tried to juice that.
No, that was cool though. That was
like
that
I tried to
That's a good story though.
I tried to sum it up quickly.
That's a crazy story.
That was multiple hours over the course of 2 minutes.
I'd like to say like being headbutted hurts fucking bad.
It's a stunner, dude.
Because you don't expect it. Face to face, bam, cranium to the nose.
All right, let's go. Number 2. I'll try to hurry it up here.
Best place to eat in Cleveland.
Cordelia. Best meal I've ever had in my freaking life. I've eaten food all around the world, all around the country, Spain, Algeria, France, Miami. It doesn't matter. Cordelia on East 4th downtown. Get the belly up combo and sit at the kitchen bar and get the belly up combo. It's $90 a person. Multi-course meal. Chef inspired. They come, they do the thing. It's freaking amazing.
Beautiful. Most toxic trait.
About myself?
Yep.
Sometimes I'm an asshole, and I play around too much, and that could be to relationships or friends. So I'm working on that.
Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I would love to live by the beach my whole life. I would hate to live in the mountains my whole life. I don't like snow.
That's valid. Well, all right. Okay.
I'll come visit the snow and ski or whatever, but I can't live in the snow. It's brutal.
All right. Text or talk?
Depends. Business, text, because I can get it done quickly, unless it's something that requires a long phone call, but more often than not, text. I can get a lot of things done with texting because I don't need conversations. Most of my communications are, hate to say this, most of my communications are orders.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if I'm at work, I'm directing traffic. If it's landscaping, I'm directing traffic.
Right.
Coordinating for the podcast, I'm directing traffic.
Doesn't require
full phone calls.
This.
All of my comms are just, and I get probably 300 or 400 texts a day, and probably only like 20 or 30 phone calls. Maybe, yeah. So it's like, it's drastically different text versus. It's kind of brutal. Really, my average screen time on my phone is 9 hours a day.
Texting?
Just in total. And I'm sleeping for like 8.
TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram?
IG all day. Well, podcast, YouTube, of course, but personally, IG.
Personally, yeah.
Yeah.
IG, really?
I never had a TikTok until I created TikTok.
Yeah, I haven't used TikTok.
IG. I'm an Instagram guy.
Yeah, facts, same. Business or casual?
Depends on the event. But even my casual is more uppity.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, my casual is more uppity. This is like the extent of my streetwear.
All right, this one's funny, but I think I know.
Fuck me up
what
with
you're
one.
gonna say. Fuck you up with one.
Yeah, man.
I'll fuck you up on another one because I need.
Go ahead.
This one's cool though, and I feel like I did fuck you up with the. Do you know my 5 songs? Who's more likely to be late, me or you?
You.
And I knew that answer.
All day. I am extremely prompt. Next.
Late nights or early mornings?
Late nights. Yep. I don't know what it is, dude. I get fucking juiced in the afternoon, the evening, and then I can go all night. I'll even not sleep.
I'll be honest. A lot of these I knew, but I wanted you to let the audience know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. This one's kind of. I am curious about this one.
All right.
Would you rather always lose your phone or always lose your keys?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd rather always lose my keys because I have a saying that I said for a while. You can get anywhere in the world and do anything with a charged iPhone.
Damn. You think so? Yeah, because you can just order a ride if you have the phone.
You could order a ride. You could order a plane. You could order a boat. You could order anything. You could order any kind of food. You could pay with your phone. You could text your comms.
What, does it have to be an iPhone, though? Do you stand by that? Or just charge
I stand by
phone?
the iPhone because
It has to be an iPhone.
iPhone is so seamless and so easily connected with everything. Yeah, you have Google Pay, but it's not as easy as iPhone. Everybody has iPhone. We could touch our iPhones together and they sync contacts. iMessages, everything. The whole Apple ecosystem makes it so user-friendly.
Yeah, I agree.
That even from person to person, person to business, person to whatever, it's seamless. They crush the game. They're the leader for a reason. Charged iPhone, you can get anywhere in the world easily.
Damn.
Yeah. You could put your passport on there. You could put your license on there. It could be scannable in certain states of America. You could put your license. Ohio is one of them. You could put your license on there, and then it's scannable on your phone, only for Apple Wallet in five states out of the country right now.
Everybody's using it. I've seen.
Crazy.
I was at Save A Lot the other day, and there was a Mexican who couldn't speak English. He had an iPhone. He was using it for Google Translate and paying off of it.
Yep. Exactly. And if you want the fucking Google shit, you just download the Google apps on the iPhone.
Bam. Yeah,
Nice.
you have them. You can't even get them. That's 10.
Nice.
We can number them on the screen.
I'd had the first one.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. But iPhone, dude, charged iPhone, you could do anything, go anywhere. You could talk to anybody. I mean, you could do all these things with an Android too, but it's just way, way easier on an iPhone.
I agree.
Well, is it time for the special surprise, Hadley?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's insert some surprise music.
Wait. I mean, don't we have?
I don't know. We got some fucking drops or whatever. What up, guys? It's Nick and Hadley.
And this is the Wishful Thinking Podcast.
Just throwing drops in my ears.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Nick O'Connor, Wishful Thinking Podcast. Let's fucking get it, baby.
What's going on? It's HB, and you're listening to the Wishful Thinking Podcast.
Yeah, that's wishful thinking.
All right, so we got to talk about the surprise, Hadley. How huge is the surprise?
It's massive.
It's a game changer.
Game changer. Go ahead. Light them up.
All right. So you guys met Scott. He was our first guest. We work heavily with him as DJs. Scott has a huge studio, huge warehouse, and studio space. Scott's got all the equipment. He's got cameras for days, lights for days, all the equipment that we could really use for days. The big surprise is that we are going to, now we're still in talks. We had kind of a handshake, agreement, not physically, but we came to terms. Now it's just ironing those terms out and putting a plan to action. But it's not confirmed, but it's going to happen. We are going to be moving into the studio with Scott, okay? The Wishful Thinking Podcast is getting a studio, guys. This is huge. I mean, so
it's yeah.
This is a studio. This is our studio, right?
Right.
But this is built at my house. I know it looks real fucking deal. That's because I'm the real deal.
Yeah. You did your thing.
It's at my house, and people think, oh, it's at your house, whatever. Sometimes it's tough to maintain a level of privacy and professionalism with guests when you're bringing them through your bedroom and into your office to your podcast studio.
You want to keep personal and business.
There's got to be a line.
And absolutely. Although like family, I feel like family and really close friends are like even like our 1v1 talks.
Yeah, I mean that's why the majority of our guests so far have been people we knew.
Exactly. But
if we want to attract bigger talent,
you know, bigger content creators, bigger names,
we got to have a studio.
We have to have.
So
absolutely.
So the studio is going to come with more equipment. What kind of equipment? Multiple camera angles. We're thinking probably 3 camera angles, so one centered and then one on each side.
Right. One that shows everybody, me, Nick, and the guest, one that pans to us, and then one that pans to the guest.
Yep. So we're going to have multiple camera angles. We'll have increased quality. Now, our quality is pretty good. Our audio is good, but our visuals aren't that good, and that's because of our lights, right? Mm-hmm. It's a good camera. It has good FPS, good pixels, everything, but the lights are not good in the studio. Right. Scott has real deal professional lighting. This place is going to look out of control. Our guests are going to walk in and they're going to feel the difference of the level of professionalism because that's how Scott is.
Yeah.
He's like, if I do it, I'm going to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to have a vested interest in the success of Wishful Thinking Podcast. So what that means is that we did work out a little deal with Scott where he, he'll get paid for what he does in the long run, obviously. Mm-hmm. But because we're not making a ton of money right now, which is why we need you guys to support, like, comment, share, subscribe, share with us.
Hit the notification bell, too.
Hit the notification bell.
So you don't miss nothing.
Leave us a comment. Even if it's bad, I want to know what's good and what's bad. How can we improve?
Work on everything.
Yep. So if Scott has a vested interest in the success of WTP, he's going to do what he can to aid WTP. And that means we're going to have access to equipment, like I said, multiple camera angles, increased sound, increased capabilities, better lighting, a larger studio with a nicer setup. So the setup's going to change.
And more opportunities for like maybe
larger crowds,
some type of activity, different type of props,
just props. It's going to increase everything. There's a kitchen in there. We'll have beverages available to our guests. It'll be super chill, super nice, separate access, 24/7 access.
It will.
I have my own key to the place.
And we're still kind of going over ideas and stuff too. Like I kind of want to surprise them with everything. I don't want to tell them everything.
Yeah.
But like it's going to be sick. I think it's going to be sick.
But here's the biggest thing, guys. The equipment, the studio, all that is amazing, right? But the biggest thing for us is that we are a team of a few right now. It's me, Hadley, Dwight, our tech guy, who's handling the reels on the back end, and then Hadley's little brother, Justice, who helps us out a little bit. My brother shares. We have a lot of friends that share us, but it's really just 3 or 4 guys that are doing all the physical work on this stuff. Mm-hmm. And I have a lot on my plate already. Hadley has a lot on his plate already. So doing this, the biggest impact that this deal is going to have is help.
Yes.
Scott's got a full team of editors. Scott's got a full team of people. Now, I'm not going to say that, they're going to be editing all of our stuff because I'm still going to be doing a lot of editing, and I wouldn't want to put that on. I wouldn't want to impede Scott's business for our stuff, you know what I mean? But there are slow periods, right? But the biggest thing is his software. He has tons of computers, servers, giant servers of storage and just processing capabilities, the editing softwares, Photoshop, Adobe, all that stuff costs a ton of money, and we would gain access to that.
And then we won't have to worry about losing content.
Exactly.
And it would just, like you said, lots of stress taken off of.
So I think it's good stuff for us. I really, really do. We're going to have a big, nice studio with a really sick vibe. If you guys think I did my thing on this, I have an interior design degree. Not a degree, a certificate. If you guys think I did my shit on this, wait to see what we do with the podcast studio. Yeah. Better quality, more team, more content, more frequently, a nice big studio, maybe even larger guests, more guests.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
It's going to be fucking huge for us.
It's about to be crazy.
This is something that we're going to be working on the next few weeks. Scott and I had the initial conversation about it last week, a few days ago. He's been busy. He's going on a trip to Vegas right now. So when he gets back, we're going to have a sit down and iron out the details of what we think, because there is a catch to the deal. Scott's a smart businessman. And I told him this in person, and I'll commend him again right here live. He knew coming in that I wanted access, and this is important for all you entrepreneurs out here, because I didn't even see this coming. I want you to understand this. Understand the psychology behind this deal. Okay? People talk about the art of a deal. Scott is a successful businessman. He's smart. He wouldn't have got there if he wasn't smart. Scott knew coming in, he knew that, 1, we weren't making any money. We couldn't offer him money. He knew that he had all the equipment. He had the means, the software, the people. He knew he had everything that we needed and wanted to grow. He had the power in the deal. And he knew that we had no money to offer him because we're not making money. We're making money other ways, but my businesses had to fund the businesses,
Absolutely.
not this.
We don't have revenue off of the
this has to make its own revenue to grow. Scott knew that. He knew we had no money. He knew we had everything that we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
What could I truly offer in return? Equity to buy the dream that maybe one day will blow up and this thing will be worth millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
As much as you and I believe it will, as much as we truly want to and will it, Scott's an outsider. You can't put real business equity and money and process on the line to not have a guaranteed return.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is. You got to have a guaranteed return.
Absolutely.
I mean, you take risks for sure, but if he's going to invest,
regardless, I'd like to say that he believes.
He does.
Like
he did. He gave us a good little bit of praise on his episode. He thought it was great. We have good content. We flow. People seem to be gravitated to us. We're growing at a good rate. It's organic. He believes in us, and I think that was a big thing too. If we were terrible, he wouldn't even entertain it.
Yeah, he would let us know.
Because Scott's a straight shooter.
He wouldn't have came on the pod.
He wouldn't have came.
He would have told us not to drop it and everything.
And we wouldn't even have the preliminary conversations about making the merge.
Exactly.
If we were terrible.
Yep.
So here's what he did. This is the art of the deal. Scott had all the cards. I was trying to bluff. Not trying to bluff because he knew my game, but I was trying to. Scott had a full house, and I was trying to win with a pair.
Mm-hmm.
For those who understand poker, Scott had a full house. I might even had an ace high. I might not even had a pair. Maybe an ace high I had. So Scott, in order to give us the use of some of that stuff, he pitched a proposal to me where, okay, yeah, we can do X, Y, and Z, but in return, not only do I want a little bit of equity, which is fine. We talked about that. Haven't figured out numbers yet. Not only do we want a little bit of equity, which is cool, but I also want you, Nick, this is Scott talking to me. He's like, I also want you to come on and guest host a wedding-based podcast that he's going to use local in his industry because he has real clients making real money where having a real podcast would directly impact his business now.
Mm-hmm.
So by him saying, okay, you can do this, but you have to do this, that makes Scott money right now. And here's why. He's going to have somebody who comes on who knows what they're talking about, who can sell, talk, be friendly, people are going to like and enjoy. It's going to be directly tailored to a business that already has following, that already has people who read their stuff. He has blogs. It's going to be huge for what he does in his market to have brides be able to sit down and watch their DJ and the company talk about the industry trends, talk about anything wedding related.
Yep.
You would feel a lot better as a groom, and if your bride was happy knowing that she can watch a podcast of her DJ and the company,
Absolutely.
who they are as people,
Yep.
what they stand for, industry trends.
It'd almost be more personable. Like they'd get to know you on a different level. They kind of like.
And Scott has the means to do that.
Absolutely.
So that's the art of the deal. I thought that was so smart. I didn't even think. I thought that I was going to walk into this meeting and have to convince him to partner with us.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that I was completely blindsided that he came in with the deal already in mind.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
I thought that I was going to have to sit there and be like, listen, convince, try to sell him on the dream.
Mm-hmm.
He already knew what was going on, and that takes, knowledge and awareness.
Absolutely.
But for him to come in with a deal already drawn up, and we obviously, again, it's not for sure. I don't want to talk about it too much.
Right. But
it's Scott.
It's wishful thinking.
It's wishful thinking.
Yeah, that's wishful thinking.
But it'll be huge for us. So shout out to Scott. A lot of big things are coming.
Oh, yeah.
We'll keep you guys updated as that moves along. We'll probably do vlogs and renovation videos and show you guys setting up and what we're planning, do some background stuff because we need more content because we lost all of our
the
shit on the drive.
with the people around the studio when we're in there.
It's going to be a lot of content to come. A lot of good stuff to come.
Yeah.
Better content, better quality.
I even want to bust down some food reviews on some vlogs.
And we have so many people lined up now that we're kind of on a pause and a waiting list. We're kind of on a waiting list right now because we have a few people lined up that are going to come here. But then we're going to make this transition. So if we're going to make this transition soon, I want to bring them to the new studio.
Yeah, we do. We do actually have a
waiting list.
Quite a
bro.
bit. Yeah.
A deep waiting list.
We do, yeah. So
that's why I try to line up multiple people. And if you have an external studio we can just show up to, it's different. It's going to be way
it's
fucking better.
It's going to be gas.
It's going to be so good.
That shit's going to be gas.
It's going to be so good. So make sure you guys stay on the lookout for more content from the Wishful Thinking Podcast. Like I said, to sum everything up, big thing is coming. Hadley's dropping new music. Wishful Thinking Podcast getting an upgrade, getting a new studio, getting more help, better quality, and more equipment. It's about to change the game for the Wishful Thinking Podcast. So don't you guys go anywhere. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, notify,
all that,
because
blow it up.
Without you guys, we're not gonna grow. And we are gonna give away too. If we hit 500 subscribers, we're gonna do a giveaway. We talked about it preliminary. We don't know what the terms are gonna be, but we're gonna be those creators that give shit away.
Absolutely.
So whether you guys want a car to give away, not at 500 obviously, but down the road, if we have like Mr. Beast money, let's give away millions of dollars, give away cars, do whatever.
Let's do
it. But for 500 subscribers, if you guys can get us to 500 subscribers, anybody who is subscribed to us will be entered into that contest. We don't know what we're giving away yet. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know the exact terms. But what I can tell you is if you are a subscriber, currently you will already have part of that step process done for when the giveaway comes.
Your ticket is stamped.
You already have one punch on the card. There's going to be probably 2 or 3 punches you got to do. Follow. It's probably going to be like follow on YouTube, follow on Instagram, like this video.
Yep.
3 or 4 things. So you already got 1 out of 4. The surprise is going to be goated. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe I'll even give away some fucking cash. Buy whatever the fuck you want. Why gotta I choose something for you guys? Go buy what you want. We'll give away some cold hard cash. How about that?
Yeah, we could do that.
$500 for 500 subscribers.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. $500, 500 subscribers. You have to like. You have to like. You have to comment. Or no, you have to like. And I'll put this all in the description. You have to like, subscribe on YouTube, follow the Instagram, and comment on this video. 4 things. YouTube follow, YouTube like, Instagram follow, and a comment on either Instagram or YouTube.
Yep.
4 things, $500 for 500 subscribers. We will give it away when we hit 500. So get us there, okay?
Need to. Damn.
Anything else?
I think we hit a lot.
I think we talked about everything we needed.
This was solid.
Stay tuned. We have tons of dope stuff coming. We're going to have this studio rolling, tons of content, tons of juice. You guys got to get in with us now before we fucking blow.
Yeah.
I know it's going to happen.
Absolutely. Even, matter of fact, I want to say something. Well, this is like a thought.
Go ahead.
I guess. For the podcast, but like maybe like a landline, or we get some type of phone that
like a call-in.
Call-in. I think call-ins would be sweet. I think that would.
Hey guys, we got Matt from Mississippi out here talking about.
Damn. Hey man, what do you think? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
We need more of a following for that. We need a national presence to do that.
We do.
So hopefully the TikTok will get us there. But
absolutely, but that would be sweet.
All right. Well, my wishful thinkers, thank you all for joining. We appreciate each and every one of you. Hope that you never leave us. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Road to 500, road to a podcast studio. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Peace. I think that was better than the first one we did.
Yeah.
That was smooth. Oh, fuck. I'm ready for a cigarette, though, I'll tell you that.